Coming up on Citrus TV News live at 6. The student section in the Dome has a new name. Find out what it is and what the fans think.
And alumni are arriving on campus as local businesses get ready for SU to take on Clemson this Saturday.
And a Syracuse University student is suing a vaping company. We have all the details. Citrus TV News starts right now.
Now, Citrus TV News live at 6 starts with breaking news.
Syracuse University's oldest alumnus, Don Waffle, is dead today at the age of 103. Good evening, I'm Conor Wight.
And I'm Gabrielle Caracciolo. As a World War II veteran, Waffle was set to receive SU's first Military Veteran Award during Orange Central this weekend. He was a Syracuse football superfan. Waffle only missed 3 home football games since 1945.
Hopefully the Orange can use Waffle's lifetime support to rally against Clemson this Saturday. And if you're going to the Dome for that game, you may notice a new name for the student section in the Dome. New at 6, we're hearing what students think about the change. The section, known for years as Otto's Army, is now called the O-Zone. The university is using the opportunity to plan activities for students, like themed games and giveaways, all under the O-Zone brand. The student club, Otto's Army, will still lead student cheers, but all this change has left some students confused.
And Syracuse Athletics has also announced the game day's themes for this football season. Students are encouraged to wear white shirts to Saturday's games against Clemson, as they will receive packets of orange powder to toss before the game. The Pittsburgh game in mid-October will feature a sunglass strap giveaway, and the theme for the matchup against Boston College asks students to wear their favorite jersey. However, students were not impressed with these initiatives. And the Dome will see its largest crowd in 2 decades with a capacity crowd of over 49,000 attendants.
The countdown to the Syracuse-Clemson game has begun. This is SU's home opener as well as Orange Central's homecoming game, and it will be played against our biggest Orange rival. Citrus TV reporter Katie Lane is live in studio to break down everything you need to know about the much-anticipated game. Katie?
Thank you, Connor. That's right. This Saturday is the home opener, homecoming, and rivalry game. So, of course, that means the Dome is sold out. Single game tickets were gone before the summer even started, and now there are only about 100 season ticket seats left. Chief Facilities Officer Pete Sala says this did not come as a surprise, and he is making sure the Dome will be safe for all of the fans.
It's just incredible to have this many tickets out. It's what we do, it's what the building was built for, so we want to make it as easy as possible for fans to get to the building.
Sala says there will be clear signage and a large security presence to help fans find their way around the Dome while it's under construction. He also says that all of the gates will be open in order to avoid long lines. And the Dome isn't the only place sold out this weekend. Nearly all of the Syracuse area hotels are booked solid. Hotel Skylar employee Ariana Chin says the hotel has been booked for months. They even oversold rooms. Chin says when the hotel found out all 3 events would be happening the same weekend, they immediately scheduled extra staff.
We're booked solid, and I know we're expecting a larger crowd, but we can do it. We can accommodate it. It's not going to be any worse than graduation weekend.
While graduation is still 8 months away, Chin says she expects that every hotel around the area will be experiencing the same crowds during the sold-out homecoming weekend.
Hopefully everyone already has a place to stay after the game, but if you're wondering where to go before the gates open at 5:30, Sala recommends Cuse on the Quad, a tailgate with food, games, and live music. That all starts at 4 p.m. with a kickoff at 7:30. Live in studio, I'm Katie Lane, Citrus TV News.
Thank you, Katie. A Syracuse University student is suing Juul after suffering a stroke that resulted in severe brain damage. According to the lawsuit, Maxwell Burger is claiming the company purposefully targeted teenagers in its marketing while failing to disclose potential health risks.
Burger started vaping in 2015 after being exposed to Juul's advertising through multiple sources. The lawsuit states he gradually became more addicted to nicotine, using 2 Juul pods per day until suffering a stroke in 2017. This lawsuit has come to light as vaping has been blamed for 6 deaths and over 400 illnesses in recent months. The Trump administration is also proposing a ban on most flavored e-cigarettes, including Juul, in response to this epidemic.
Syracuse University College Democrats are holding a watch party of the 3rd Democratic presidential debate at 8 o'clock tonight. The party is taking place in the Hall of Languages, room 207. If civic participation isn't enough of a draw, free pizza and soda will be provided.
And Syracuse University's Department of Public Safety urges students to review their Run, Hide, Fight video to ensure everyone on campus is prepared in the unlikely event of an active shooter. DPS insists on following 3 steps in these situations, which is to run, hide, and as a final resort, fight. Security of the SU campus community is of utmost importance, and all students are encouraged to rewatch this video for more details to stay informed and stay safe.
And in that email, the university also outlined new safety initiatives to increase the safety of the campus community. These new initiatives include a late-night point-to-point safety shuttle service, a neighborhood walking safety escort program, and neighborhood video security enhancements. These new safety initiatives reflect student feedback from last spring.
And starting this fall, tickets to nearly all campus events will be available online. The student box office is making the switch to a virtual box office where students can get tickets for events with a convenience fee that can be printed and scanned or shown on your phone. The only event tickets that cannot be purchased online are for Orange After Dark. Tickets for these events are still only available in person at the students box office in the Women's Building, room 119. And right now, the SU art galleries are celebrating the opening of the fall exhibitions. The gallery features artwork from faculty members at the College of Visual and Performing Arts at Syracuse University. Every exhibition is free and open to the public. The opening reception ends at 7 tonight.
Later this month, Syracuse will be hosting its 17th annual Human Rights Film Festival. The films will focus on social justice and human rights issues surrounding this year's theme of silence and the struggle against censorship and marginalization. Screenings of films will take place in Newhouse, with a final showing in the Shemin Auditorium on the 28th. Now, Gabrielle, moving outside and taking a look at the weather, the temperature has dropped, which I am a fan of. I don't do well in the heat. But we had some overcast skies, and I'm missing the sun a little bit.
Yeah, well, let's take it over to our weather anchor, Sunny Balkin, to find out when that sun is coming back out.
Well, guys, I have good news for you. The sun isn't that far away. In fact, it's only a couple hours away, probably around like 18 if I were going to estimate, if I was going to be a math girl about it. But right now, we still have some clouds in the sky. It's not quite sunny yet. It's actually high humidity, mostly cloudy, but as I was saying, clearing up tomorrow. And look how nice that is. 54, 52, 66. Now, temperatures are going to start to heat up as the week goes on into the weekend and then cool down again in the morning, but I'll get more to that in my full weather forecast. Now, the temperatures tomorrow are going to start off in the mid-50s, head up to the high 60s, get into the low 70s. Pretty nice weather warming up into the weekend. And let me show you a little bit of what we're expecting right now. These are the CNY current temperatures. A lot of 63, 65, 60, a lot of low to mid 60s. Now, we're going to start to see these temperatures changed into tomorrow when they get into the mid 70s, and we might even see some 80s coming up in the week. All right, back to you guys.
Thank you, Sunny. Police are saying the 3-car crash on I-81 Tuesday night in Oswego County was caused by distracted driving. 22-year-old Darian Hill was texting while driving during the crash, which has left one person with internal injuries and another with a minor head injury. The crash happened on the northbound side just beyond exit 36 in Richland, closing the road for nearly 3 hours.
Aerial mosquito spraying in Oswego County is happening tonight until 9. Back in July, mosquitoes tested positive for Eastern equine encephalitis or triple E virus. This spraying of the Toad Harbor Swamp was originally scheduled to take place on Tuesday, but was postponed due to weather.
A man is in custody after allegedly leading police on a car chase Saturday. State police say they found drugs in the car after pulling the driver over. The man then took off and drove to his home. Police tracked him down and say they found oxycodone pills, marijuana, and a loaded handgun in the man's car. The man is now at the Onondaga County Justice Center awaiting his arraignment.
And tonight at 7:30, Syracuse Style is hosting a fashion show on the 100 block of Walton Street. The show will feature styles from downtown boutiques and salons and is free to the public. The event coincides with New York Fashion Week, which is happening until Saturday in NYC.
You may have noticed some road closures in Syracuse today. That's in preparation for the annual Syracuse Festa Italiana starting tomorrow. Those roads that are closed for the weekend are listed on your screen now. The event will run through Sunday at 7 p.m., but roads will remain closed until Monday morning.
And officials say 2 murder suspects are in custody after more than 2 weeks on the run. Blaine and Susan Barksdale were arrested near Rochester late last month and escaped while being transferred back to Arizona. Arizona authorities charged the Barksdales with murder, and the victim's body has not yet been found. The pair was taken into custody north of Phoenix.
Coming up on News Live at 6, big news out of the horse racing world. Find out why the 2018 Triple Crown winner could have been disqualified.
And the latest in the Brexit saga, the Prime Minister's response to the court's latest ruling. Don't go away.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver. The one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch. Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
If you see news happening on campus, in Syracuse, or across the nation, call the CitrusTV Newsroom, 315-443-1177, or tweet at CitrusTV News, your campus news leader.
The Supreme Court is allowing the enforcement of a Trump administration asylum rule. The policy makes it so that that asylum can only be granted to those at the southern border who either have not passed through another country to get there, or who have pursued protection in the other countries they have passed through.
Late last night, the court ruled to temporarily undo a lower court ruling that blocked the policy. President Trump tweeted, quote, "Big United States Supreme Court win for the border on asylum." Liberal Justices Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Sonia Sotomayor voted against the measure.
Tonight is the third round of Democratic presidential debates. Thanks to various requirements set by the Democratic National Convention, there will only be 10 candidates participating.
Former Vice President Joe Biden will look to maintain his current lead in the polls. He shares the stage with Senator Elizabeth Warren for the first time tonight as she and the other candidates look to close the gap with Biden.
The first set of Democratic primaries won't happen until February next year.
And NBC News is reporting that over 20 states say they are rejecting a settlement deal with Purdue Pharma over the company's role in the opioid crisis by producing OxyContin. The settlement, which was agreed to by 27 other states, is valued between $10 and $12 billion.
The total amount will be based on how much the owners of Purdue Pharma are able to sell the company for. The states that are rejecting the settlement say that more money must be guaranteed for victims.
The 2018 Triple Crown winner failed a drug test before winning the Kentucky Derby. The New York Times reported that the horse, named Justify, failed a drug test that should have disqualified him from racing.
However, the Times say instead of disqualifying the horse, the California Racing Board took more than a month to confirm the drug test. The senior vice president of People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals says Justify should be disqualified from his Triple Crown victory. And today, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson told reporters that he absolutely did not lie to the Queen when he laid out his argument for suspending Parliament. This comes following a ruling from a Scottish court this week claiming that his request to the Queen was misleading.
The court's ruling says Johnson was not honest about why he wanted to suspend Parliament. The Prime Minister says the 5-week suspension allows him to craft an agenda for the future, but critics say the move stops Parliament from debating Brexit before the Halloween deadline.
And Facebook is penalizing Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's page after a violation of the company's hate speech policy. Facebook says it has suspended the page's automated chat feature for 24 hours.
The page had posted for voters to prevent the new government from being composed of Arabs and sparked backlash from opposition politicians. Netanyahu denied he wrote the post, saying it was a staffer's mistake. The post has since been removed from Facebook. And recently, over 200 raids have been conducted in 43 cities across Russia. Police are targeting allies of opposition leader Alexei Navalny, searching through homes and offices as part of the money laundering investigation.
Navalny's anti-corruption foundation has led to several protests in Moscow and arrests by Russian security forces. Navalny has issued a statement that denounces these raids, comparing them to the intensity of a drug cartel crackdown. And the number of people missing in the Bahamas from Hurricane Dorian has dropped significantly in the last day. The Bahamian government originally reported 2,500 missing, but now says the number is closer to 1,300.
Hurricane Dorian made landfall on September 1st and left at least 50 people dead. The National Emergency Management Agency is urging people to continue submitting missing persons reports in the Bahamas.
And coming up after the break, will this autumn weather stick around? Stay after the break to find out. We have our Citrus TV weather anchor Sunny Balkin with us. Don't go away.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where'd the cats go on vacation? New York.
From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Welcome back, guys. Before we get to the CNY weather that we also desperately want to hear, we're going to get some national stuff first. As you can see right now near the Dakotas, kind of near Michigan and that area, there's a lot of rain. We might be concerned that this could give us a rain date for the game on Saturday, but I have good news for you guys. All of this rain that's around this region is pushing a little bit towards us, but it's going to miss us by this much. Let me give you a closer look. Very good news. You can see the little specks of green going over the Syracuse area, a little bit towards Utica, Ithaca, but nothing too severe. That's going to lead to some light showers maybe later on tonight. Nothing severe at all. But if you take a look at the outdoor activity outlook, that's what's going to give you the big picture of what this upcoming week is going to be. Weather heating up into the weekend. We're not really going to see that fall weather anymore. We're even going to have 180 degree there. 80-degree day later on in the week. Moderate humidity, slight chance of rain, mostly sunny and partial sun. So we're not going to be seeing a ton of clouds. However, there will be the slight chance of some light showers in the morning on Saturday. That's not going to ruin anybody's game. If anything, it's going to, take away the humidity as the precipitation starts to roll out. Let me give you guys a good look at that. So Thursday, that's today, 66 degrees, very autumn-esque weather, very autumnal, 73, 74, and 82 on Sunday. That was the day I was telling you guys in the weekend. Now, last week, I'm not sure if you guys remember, it went from 64 to 82, an 18-degree change. And Tuesday, it's going to be National Apple Dumpling Day to get us back into the autumn mood. Because look at that, 68 and a little bit windy. It's perfect autumn weather. Back to you guys.
And it's the game all Syracuse fans have circled on their calendars. #1 ranked Clemson is coming to the Dome on Saturday. A tough test for this Orange squad. So why is head coach Dino Babers talking about getting knocked down in a fight? Well, find out when we get him back.
Hey, Hard, what's this? That's my resignation letter. You're resigning? Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you eat stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit. I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me. Okay, but remember, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. You're gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Go, okay, quick. Oh, yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah. We're getting so wet.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
And the countdown to Clemson continues. Just 2 more days until the #1 ranked, defending national champion Clemson Tigers come to the Dome. And if that doesn't sound daunting enough, Syracuse is coming off a rough go against Maryland last weekend. The Terps won that one 63-0. But you know what they say? When you get knocked down, you get back up and come out stronger. Well, at least that's what Dino Babers is hoping.
Have you ever been knocked out? I have. And when you wake up, the blues are blues, the reds are reds. Everything seems clearer than you've ever had it before. It's like rebooting your entire computer. I'm not saying go do this just to see how the feeling is, but it's really kind of eye-opening. Okay? It's kind of like being knocked out, and then you wake up. So we're gonna see how we do. Maybe we reboot it. Maybe everything is okay. We're gonna have to see.
And that reboot definitely going to be tough. Dabo Swinney's squad hasn't lost a regular season game since 2017. So if you're thinking there isn't any light at the end of the tunnel, let me remind you of that last loss. Oh yeah, it was to the Orange. SU was able to pull off the upset 2 years ago. Now a chance to do it again. This time in front of a sold-out crowd, the first sellout since the season opener in 1998. For reference, Donovan McNabb was the starting QB, and I was just born. So it's been a while.
Speaking of quarterbacks, Jets QB Sam Darnold is out for Monday night's clash with the Denver Broncos. Coach Adam Gase today announced the second-year quarterback has been sidelined due to a monodiagnosis. While he's only officially ruled out against Denver, there is a chance the 22-year-old will also miss a big rivalry game in Week 3 against Tom Brady and the Patriots. Gase added that Darnold started to feel sick in the days following the Jets' 17-16 loss to the Bills, and that the quarterback has even lost 5 pounds. Trevor Siemian will get the nod on Monday against his former squad. Siemian played for the Broncos for 3 seasons, but he hasn't taken the field since 2017. And in baseball, it's been a pretty good week for the New York Mets. They wrapped up a 4-game series sweep against the Diamondbacks with an 11-1 win earlier today. Juan Lagares probably had the best game of his life, 2 homers, 6 RBIs, and his first career grand slam. The bats were hot in this one for the whole team as the Mets hit 6 out of the park. That's a franchise record for a home game. New York is now 2 games behind the race for the NL's second wild card spot. The Yankees are also in action today with a doubleheader against the Tigers. New York got back on track after blowing a 6-run lead to Detroit yesterday. They took Game 1 10-4. The Yanks are in the middle of Game 2 now, and they're picking up right where they left off in Game 1. They lead the Tigers 3-0 in the 4th, and it was a quick start for New York as Aaron Judge hit a 2-run homer in the top of the 1st to kick things off. And the Nikki Adams era got off to a great start with 2 shutouts at home, but the women haven't been able to carry that same success on the road. Instead, the Orange have been the ones shut out in each of their past 3 matchups. But there's been one bright side for this team. It's junior goalie Lizzie-Ann Pruill. She has 19 saves in her past 2 games, including a career-high 10 stops against Auburn. The Canadian's been just a brick wall in net. SU looks to give her some offensive support and end its 4-game road slate on a high tonight against St. Joseph's. And it's a family fair as Syracuse junior Shannon Aviza takes on younger sister Isabel, who's a freshman on the Red Storm. That game's currently in progress down in Queens, and it's scoreless in the first half.
Well, Sam, thank you so much. Coming up, weather anchor Sunny Balkin is back with one last look at our weather. Don't go away.
My voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television? You haven't even bought a sofa yet. A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot, buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers. Feed the pig.
Taking care of a family member can lead to plenty of questions. Fortunately, there's a place to get the answers, for them and for you. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
We're joined now by weather anchor Sunny Balkin. Sunny, now I know you said right at game time the weather's going to be pretty good, but that morning, if people are out tailgating all day, lots of Orange Central events, how's the weather going to be then?
Actually, Gab, I have some pretty bad news for you. The morning is where we're going to probably see some of that rain, but game day time, when we're inside, it's going to be clear skies, and it's going to be pretty warm if you want to chuck on a pair of shorts, maybe some short sleeves, go out there for the game. But in the morning for the tailgates, maybe bring an umbrella. Nothing too serious, though.
Now, everyone's going to tip out of the dome past then. Will we see rain later on that may impact traffic? We know that, Irving gets a little packed when people leave the dome.
It does get packed, but good news, no rain. Actually, no rain from the foreseeable forecast on from that point. So,
right. Well, Sunny Balkin, thank you so much. Well, that's all the time we have tonight. Be sure to check us out on social media at CitrusTV News. I'm Conor Wight.
And I'm Gabrielle Caracciolo. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night, Syracuse.